made iced coffee because our coffee machine is broken, or at least the steam wand is not functioning properly. And I'm so sad because you guys know that I love the cappuccinos that Helgi makes for me. It's kind of funny because when I go to coffee places, I usually order like iced coffee, but at home I prefer cappuccinos. But some iced coffee does definitely fix the solution in the meantime. I have a new book that I just started reading. It's called Milk Teeth by Jessica Andrews. And I actually bought this book a couple of months ago, or it was in the beginning of the summer actually. I really wanted to push myself to read more, but the last couple of months, I don't know what happened, but I've not been reading at all. So the last book that I read was back in Portugal. That was in August. That's crazy. I'm not happy about it, but I think my excuse is because I was gonna read a book that Helgi had read. It's called Dark Matter, and I kept it on my nightstand and I was really trying to get into it, and I read, you know, quite a bit of it, but I was just not very excited about it, and you know, I wasn't very motivated to keep on reading. It's kind of a thriller book about not time travel, but different timelines, and I don't know, I guess that's not very much my genre, do you say that? So yeah, I decided to put that book on hold for a while. Maybe I will continue reading it later on, but I just needed something a bit more captivating, something that I'm more interested in. So that's why I decided to pick up this book. So from what I can understand, this book follows a woman through different stages in her life. So it goes from the present to the past. So we get to see her childhood, from when she was a child, a teenager, a young adult, and just really understanding how, you know, some relationships or experiences has shaped her into the individual that she is today. I mean, I'm only a couple of pages in, but so far it is beautifully written and I am excited to continue reading it. I will, of course, keep you guys updated on this book. I'm gonna push myself to finish it soon. We'll see how that goes. For this gloomy fall weather, I was thinking about styling this navy blue cardigan. It has this beautiful boat neckline and super cute buttons. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. I'm thinking if these dark wash jeans could be nice. I've been trying on some different coats, and I think I like this like leather jacket the most. I feel like the navy blue and this brown kind of complement each other, and I'm really trying to be a little bit more fun with my wardrobe instead of always just choosing a black or a gray coat. So I'm just trying to be a little bit more fun. So that's why I'm picking this jacket. I put on my dark brown ballerinas and I'm gonna bring my black leather bag. So I'm pretty much ready to head out into the city, but I'm super excited to tell you guys that this video is sponsored by Revolut, the banking app used by over 60 million people worldwide. I'll be using the app and my physical card throughout my day here in Copenhagen. I chose the metal space gray card. You can customize it however you want, and I'll share more about it throughout this video, but if you sign up with my link or QR code and use your card once, you will receive 175 Danish kroner, so make sure to go check it out. But I'm gonna get going now. I bought this book called The Bell Jar because I read this book called My Year of Rest and Relaxation this summer, and I kept seeing people say that this book is the original version of that vibe. I don't know much about it, but it takes place in New York, and apparently it's like a classic. So I'm really excited to read it, and I love the cover as well. But we just walked over to Vegetable, and we're gonna go to this focaccia place, or I think it's like a cheese store that also sells like meat and stuff.
Yeah.
But apparently they make really good focaccias, and it's very fitting because it's called Helges Ost. Oh my goodness, guys, these focaccias were to die for. They definitely exceeded our expectations, and I think we'll have to come here again to try out another flavor combination. So this time we picked prosciutto, stracciatella, rucola, tomato, and truffle mayo. It was so good. And you guys saw I used my Revolut card to pay for the focaccias, and I've actually set up a pocket inside the Revolut app just for eating out and shopping. It's super convenient because you can put a set amount of money in there and see exactly how much you're spending, and it's separate from your main account, which makes budgeting so much easier.
It's also so cool that you can create a joint account with your partner to keep track of your shared expenses. It's just so nice to have everything in the same place.
Yeah, it's really cool. But since we are in the Vesterbro area, we're gonna do a bit of exploring, and I think we might check out a few vintage stores and see if we can find any hidden gems. Oh my goodness. I did not just take a shower. We just biked home and it was pouring rain. So frustrating because we had our bikes and there was no metro station close by. We were like, okay, let's just bike super fast home. But the rain got so heavy. Oh my gosh. But our thrifting today didn't go so well. We went to like 2 vintage stores, but I didn't find anything, and then it started raining and I was so cold. I definitely underdressed. I mean, I'm wearing like my cashmere sweater and I was wearing a leather jacket and a scarf, but oh my gosh, it was freezing cold, and we had been outside for quite a while without like sitting at a cafe, so we just had to take a break. I was also so kind of overstimulated, so I just really wanted to take a break, and we went to this place called Hotel Cocoa, which is kind of ironic because we were ordering hot cocoa and it was really good, and we just stayed there for a while to get a little bit heat in our body. And now we're finally home, and I'm actually gonna go and do a yoga class, because when I'm feeling a little bit stressed out or overstimulated, I always love to go to a vinyasa yoga. It's honestly the best type of yoga I've ever tried, and it's also a hot class, so you just feel so much more, I don't know, flexible, and it's the best. I absolutely love it. So that's my plan for this afternoon, and I think I'll just stop by the store and pick up something to cook for tonight. I'm feeling so good after today's yoga. I'm not sure what sparked my interest for yoga. I think I just randomly booked this class at my gym, and somehow I fell in love. I have gone to a few yoga classes in the past, but I have truly gotten obsessed with yoga. I have even considered doing like the yoga practice to become a yoga instructor, but maybe sometime in the future. I've just gotten more interested in this, and I could definitely see myself learning this someday. But Helgi and I have actually been thinking about going to Australia next year. Okay, wait a second. I'm cleaning my hands because I can't put on anything on my face if my hands are not clean. But yeah, you guys know that we fell head over heels for Australia, and we've been thinking about it ever since we came back home, that we would like to go there again. I love Pilates, and when I was in Sydney, I got so inspired by all of the beautiful Pilates studios, and I think Sydney is just like the capital of Pilates, and it would be the perfect place to learn Pilates and become a Pilates instructor. But yeah, we haven't decided on anything, but I would be super excited to learn the Pilates practice. Not necessarily that I'm going to be teaching it, who knows, but I would just love to learn about the principles and the Pilates practice. I feel like I'm super interested in it, and it would just also deepen my knowledge when I'm doing Pilates. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I actually wanted to show you guys my skincare routine. I feel like I haven't shown you guys the new products that I'm using on my face. I don't have a very long skincare routine. I try to keep it very simple, but I've just been using this hyaluronic acid serum, and I'm only using it because I had already opened it. It's kind of annoying, the pump, so I don't know, it's not my favorite, but apparently it brings like moisture to your face, and I feel like now my skin has gotten a lot drier, so I'm trying to hydrate it a little bit more. The face cleanser that I use in the shower is from Cora Organics, and I actually just bought this yesterday, so I don't have a lot of experience with it, but it's quite funny because I was listening to this podcast with the owner of this brand. Her name is Miranda Kerr, I believe, and she is a former Victoria's Secret fashion model. I think she established this brand almost 20 years ago, and she's been so committed to use only organic and clean ingredients, and I just felt like it was so interesting to listen to her. She wasn't only talking about her company, but also just her way of living and her family and everything. So I was at this store in Copenhagen called Magazine. It's like a department store, and I was just browsing, and I saw this bottle like on the floor almost. It was like way down there, and I don't even know how I spotted it, but I was so curious, like, oh my gosh, is this the brand? Because I only heard it on this podcast, and I kind of needed a new cleanser, and I've been trying to use cleaner ingredients, so I just wanted to try it out. It's like this turmeric glow foaming cleanser. I've used it 3 times now, and I really love it. The only thing is that it has quite a bit of peppermint essential oil, so the first time I put it around my eyes to kind of get off my mascara, and it just felt very uncomfortable because the peppermint oil is so strong. So I'm not going to be using it around my eyes from now on, but other than that, it's amazing. For my face cream, I've been using this one from Tallow Cosmetics. I've been so keen and interested to try beef tallow skincare, but I feel like it wasn't really a thing here in Scandinavia until I stumbled across this brand on Instagram, and I was a little bit surprised because they are from the Netherlands, and I followed them on Instagram, and a few days later they actually messaged me on Instagram and wanted me to try out their products, and I was so excited and honored. But even though I got this gifted, I am of course always 100% honest with you guys, and I just have to say that I absolutely love this cream. So it's made from grass-fed tallow, which is basically rendered beef fat. You guys might find it a bit weird, but you could definitely do your own research. It is obviously very clean and supposedly very nourishing for your skin, and I definitely think so. I love the feeling when I put this on my skin, and I can even do my gua sha afterwards because it's a bit of a thicker consistency, so you can definitely like drag this around. If you have oily skin, then I'm not sure if you are going to enjoy this, but at least for me, you can see that it's like giving me a beautiful glow. The gua sha glides on very seamlessly. Anyways, I'm not gonna do this now because I want to get cooking. I'm so hungry. I actually picked up 2 butternut squash to make a soup. I feel like we were just craving a soup after the day because it was so cold in the rain. So let's get cooking. The vegetables are in the oven now, but it's gonna take 50 minutes, so we need to be patient. Thankfully, I have these ginger chews that I bought from the health store earlier today. It was my first time in this store. I think it's pretty new. We just randomly stumbled upon it, and it was just so cute. I could spend many hours browsing there. But we bought some sauerkraut and these ginger chews, and me and my mom used to eat this religiously when I was younger. It was my favorite thing ever, but I think I got sick of it because I ate it when I had a stomach bug. And you guys know when you are sick and you eat a specific food, you sometimes can get like sick of it. I wanted to test it out again and see if I will like it. I'm kind of excited. Oh my, look at this. I have to say, it looks very good. Okay, this is so good. But it's kind of weird because it's very strong of the ginger. So this is not your usual type of candy. Like you wouldn't eat this while you're watching TV, but it's nice to snack on. How did you like the soup?
Good soup. Very good soup. No, the soup was amazing. 10 out of 10. Thank you for making it.
It was the perfect fall soup. It was exactly what we were craving. Very warm, very cozy, and I'm really satisfied, but I'm about to explode. I think I ate a little bit too much. So yeah, a little reminder before I say goodbye that if you sign up to Revolut using my link or QR code and use your card once, you will receive 175 Danish kroners. So be sure to go check it out. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.